So today we're gonna work on this Honda CRV. This is an '08 Honda CRV, and we're gonna change the VTEC solenoid, valve body or solenoid assembly. I guess you can change some of these oil pressure switch or maybe even the solenoid, but it's recommended to change the whole valve. It comes with the filter. That's a filter right there. And it comes with the pressure switch and the solenoid all together with the valve body. It's cost me at AutoZone $89.99 with taxes $95.70. These are the tools you're gonna need. You're gonna need a ratchet with a 10mm socket, a flashlight, a plier. I'm not sure if this is exactly the one I'm gonna be using, but I chose this one to remove the electrical connections. A mirror possibly, because it's behind the engine, guys. It's back here. I have another light here. So this thing is like way back here. You see it right there? I have to disconnect some plugs and remove 3 bolts and take it out and put the other one back in. I'm not gonna be able to record all that, but I'm just telling you guys what I'm gonna be doing. Where am I gonna be working? And if I can give you any tips, this hose probably has to be moved. There's a bracket right there with another 10mm bolt. Move it out of the way or even pop it out of here, possibly. In a little while, I'll show you. I gotta look up the codes that it was throwing that it says that it has a problem with the VTEC solenoid. And I guess this is a very common issue with these trucks or these vehicles. But in a little while, I'll give you more information as I start working on it. Okay, fellas, so far, I got the 3 bolts out, and I had to take this bracket off because the bracket sits right there, and I needed to get my arm in there to be able to work in there, along with the other arm to this side. I ended up getting a longer ratchet to have more leverage because they were pretty tight, even though they're small, and you don't want to strip them. You want to make sure you're on there good. I ended up getting a rim, in my case, to get up on it and be able to reach over easier, lean over the engine easier. And the wire harness, after you unplug it, the wire harness, so you unplug it, right? You unplug the 2 sensors. And the wire harness has clips, one that goes right in that hole right there. And then it has another one that is holding it right in place. I have to work on that one right now. So that one right there. The way you get those are by squeezing them and they come right out. You see it? And so you gotta press on one side and then on the other one while applying pressure, and it will come right out. It's a pain in the ass, but it's doable, guys. It's doable. If you really want to do it, you can save some money by doing it yourself. I'm gonna get it out, you'll see. I'm almost done. So it's out, guys. I was able to get it out. Like I said, it had the 2 plugs on the top. It had the 3 bolts holding it in place. And then the wire harness for the plugs has a clip here and a clip here. They're a pain in the ass to get out. And the tools you're gonna need to get those out are also gonna be needle nose and a hook. The top one, I removed it with the hook by pushing on one side, pushing the bottom, then the top, and it came out. And then once the whole valve came off the engine, it was on the side, hanging from the harness. I was able to work on this one from inside, squeezing it with the needle nose, and it popped right off, and it's out. Now we gotta work on the new one. It's probably gonna be easier. But before we do that, we wanna make sure we clean the engine, right? Where it's gonna seal. So right in there, you gotta make sure it's clean before you put the new valve in place. Simple, easy. So guys, I just got the first bolt in on the new one. The way I did it this one, the top one, the one that's over here on the side. And I used both hands, right? I went in with one hand and I felt where the hole was. And then with the other hand, I was grabbing the valve and finding, so my finger found the hole, and then I found my finger with this bolt, kind of to give me direction where I was going. I also moved the plugs out of the way and tuck them on the lines right there. See how they're tucked in the line? So they're out of the way. So that way I have a clear path. And the wires stayed out of the way for the most part. So I got my first bolt in, right? Oh, it's easy because now the other two will fall right in place. But it's in and it's not tight. Don't tighten them up till you're 100% all the way in with all 3 bolts. Okay guys, it's the new one is in place completely. Everything falls right back in place. Every plug. You can't mix the plugs up, so don't be afraid of that. The wire harness falls right back in place. This one and the one on the side, the 3 bolts. Take your time, don't strip them, don't cross thread them. And as far as tightening, I don't have a torque specification for it. You can look it up, I'm sure, but it's an aluminum head, so be very careful to go as tight as you need to, not crazy tight, kind of like a spark plug. Get it nice and tight, but not crazy. But everything falls right back in place. It's doable, guys. Don't be afraid. Just stay focused. And I found the codes. These are the codes that I was having. Okay, I'm gonna take it for a test run when I'm done. But that should do it. I'll put in the comments if it worked or not. Most likely it will fix the problem. Thank you for watching.